everybody, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a story time on my first ever Jonas Brothers concert. So I'm going to be talking about the ticket buying process, things leading up to the day, and then the actual day. So if you want to skip to the actual day, I'll put the number on the screen to where you can skip to. On these papers I have some notes, so if you see me looking down, that's why. Let's get into the ticket buying process. So last year the Jonas Brothers announced that they're coming back, and they also announced that they were going to go on tour. I asked Daniela if she wanted to come with me. At first she said she wasn't sure, but then she realised that she does want to go, so she said she would go. The only date they had for London was the 2nd of February. Normally I go to concerts on Saturday, so I thought, oh, maybe they just haven't released a date for Saturday yet. So when I realised they're not going to announce one for Saturday, I said, okay, I'll go on Sunday. But the thing about going to a concert on Sunday is that I usually go to church on Sunday. So I was thinking, how would that work if I'm going to church? So after I realised that, oh, the concert wouldn't be until later on, I can still go to church, I said to my mum and my dad, oh, I want to go. So for my birthday, I asked my dad, can he get me Jonas Brothers tickets as a belated present? The ticket buying process was very stressful because I waited to tell him. A lot of the tickets were expensive because they wasn't face value. So for 2 tickets it would be like £200 and something or around there. The cheaper ones were for the block, so like the higher level, but we wanted the floor because a lot of the times when we go to concert we're on the floors. So we found the cheapest one we could find for block A1. My dad bought it on the 12th of October, yeah, the 12th of October 2019, and I sent Daniela the picture and told her that we're going to see Jonas Brothers. She was excited, I was excited. The tickets came through 2 days after they were purchased, but my sister forgot to tell me, so she didn't tell me until the 14th of November. So then tickets was mobile because a lot of the tickets on the floor was mobile. If you wanted like the electric tickets, like, one second, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, there's one, just to show you what it looks like. This is like an electric ticket, so the ones that they deliver to you. So this is the ticket that Daniela has for an upcoming show. So that's what the electric ones look like. But we got a mobile one. So for the mobile one, you have to download an app, and then when you go there, it will have a barcode, and they scan it, and then you can go in. So let's talk about leading up to the day now. Leading up to the day, I reminded my mum and my dad about the concert. So 2 days before the show, I downloaded the app because I almost forgot to download it until my sister reminded me. She's like, oh yeah, I need to download the app. And she's like, you just downloaded it now. I said, well, I didn't really need it, so why am I just going to have the app on my phone when I don't really need it now? So I listened to the songs. I had a marathon of Jonas Brothers music and any music. Some of the lyrics, I didn't know all of it, because some of the lyrics I found really hard to learn. Like with the Little Mix songs, I found it easier to learn, but with the Happiness album, a lot of them I found hard to learn. It didn't get stuck in my head as much as the Little Mix songs did, but after the concert, a lot of the songs were definitely in my head. So on the Saturday, I stayed home, so the clothes that I wore on the Saturday, I wore that on the Sunday because I knew I was going to change, so I was like, there's no point choosing a new outfit to wear when I'm just going to change and put on the t-shirt that I was going to buy, which ended up being this one, but I'll talk about that more in a bit. So I ended up just wearing a long t-shirt that was very warm for me to wear until I changed into it on the day. And then on the 31st of January, I got my hair done. This is the hairstyle that I got and still have now. And I waited to the 31st of January because I knew that I was going to the concert. So I was like, oh, I'll just get my hair done closer to the time so it's fresh. So that's leading up to the day. Now let's go on to the concert. Yeah, the concert. So currently, without that noise, the concert was on the 2nd of February 2020. If I say 19 during this video instead of 20, I apologise. I'm still getting used to saying 2020, so I apologise. I woke up around 9 or 7, text Daniela saying good morning, how are you, stuff like that. On the day I listened to music. I listened to music such as the Jonas Brothers on the Jingle Bell Ball, so I listened to that performance. I listened to their performance of Sucker, Cake by the Ocean and Jealous, so that's when they did the melody. I listened to that. And I listened to other people's songs. I just listened to mostly random songs. I did this until I got ready for church. Then I went to church and then I got back. When I got back, I listened to more songs, had my dinner, and then I packed my bag and got ready to leave. I left around 5:53. No, not around 5:53. I left at 5:53 to go and get Danny. Alright, so it didn't take us that long to get to the venue. When we went to see Little Mix, it took way longer because there was more traffic, but this time it didn't take that long to get there. So we arrived at the venue. My dad dropped us off. He said to us that we should let him know what time it finishes so he could come and pick us up. So we started walking in. When we started walking to the venue, outside they had this like star thing. People were taking pictures under it. It was to promote a restaurant, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what it was for, but I'm guessing it was to promote a restaurant because before it had a little restaurant sign, so I'm guessing that's what it was for. I took a picture of it, but I didn't take a picture under it because I didn't want to. So we kept on walking, and then there was this big billboard that had Jonas Brothers something. I forgot what it said, but it took me like 3 times to take a picture of it because it had other billboards, so I had to stand there and wait for the Jonas Brothers one to come back and then take a quick picture. So I took a picture of that, and then when we were walking on the right side, Daniela saw a merch stand, so we went to see the merch stand. We didn't end up buying anything at that time because we were cold and we were like, oh, we'll go inside and get the merch, it's too cold, and plus the line was long as well. But we were looking at the kind of things that they did. So we saw that they were selling the jumpers, the t-shirts and stuff like that. On the left hand side there was also another merch stand, but this one is outside, but you have to queue. No, this one is inside, sorry, but you have to queue outside. So we're like, oh no, we'll just go inside, because she was like to me, oh, do you want to go to that one instead? I said, no, we'll just go to the one we normally go to inside. So we went inside. We were about to queue up, and then you're like, oh, the door's already open. They were supposed to open at 6:30, but when we went there, it was already open, so we just went into the queue and went inside. People were already getting their bags checked, getting their tickets checked, stuff like that. So we got our bags checked to, you know, make sure there's no guns and stuff like that. And then after we got our bags checked, we had to go through that security thing. So it's the thing that you have in the airports when you have to put your hand out and then they use the scanner thingy magically. So we went through that, we were fine, and then they checked our tickets. So with the person before us, they had a marble one as well. So I was kind of worried because he was saying to them that, oh, we don't do Virgo tickets, that kind of tickets, you would have to go to like outside to get it approved or something like that. But I realised that they had an email, so their one was an email ticket and our one was a mobile ticket. That's why they had to go wherever they went to go and get it sorted. But my company that the ticket was from was the same company as the girls, so that's why I was worried. So I was like, oh, maybe I have to do the same thing. But I had a mobile one, they had the email one, so it worked out. We got our ticket scanned because on the bottom it will say a barcode. Oh, with the barcode, you only can see the barcode when you enter the venue. So if for the people that might think, oh, is it safe getting a mobile ticket? It's completely safe because you only get access to the barcode when you enter the venue. So even if somebody like took your phone and tried to take the tickets, they couldn't do it. So we went in, the guy said, oh, if you go upstairs and then go to block something, the guy will lead you to go downstairs to the ticket, to your seat. So we went upstairs. When we went upstairs, right as you enter the door, they have a merch stand. So we're like, oh, let's get our merch now then. So we got our merch. No, first we decided on what we were going to get, and then we entered the queue. It took us about 5 to 10 minutes to decide on what we wanted. The queue was short, so we're like, oh, we're just getting now since it's there. So I ended up getting this shirt which says Happiness Tour, and then that's them there. So originally I wasn't going to get this one, I was going to get another one, but then Daniela got it and I saw it, I was like, oh, that's actually really pretty. So I got this one. This was $35? No, 30. This was 30. And I also got this one. So it says Happiness Tour, and it's them. And then on the sleeves it says Jonas Brothers. And then on this sleeve it says the tour dates. And yeah, I got this as well. This is a pop socket, and that's them there. So this was 30, this was 25. So sorry, I got the pop socket later on, so this cost me 65 in total. So when I got to the queue, the guy said to me, oh, we only accept card, because my plan was to get half of this on my card and half of it on cash. So I was going to get these two on cash and get the jumper because I want to get a hoodie, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But the guy's like, oh, we only accept card. So I thought, you know what, he's already got it now. I have a card, let me just get it, because I knew I had money on my card anyway, so I was like, I'll just get it. But I said to the guy, oh, is there anywhere that accepts cash? And he said the merch stand upstairs might accept cash, because I didn't want to use another 60 something on my card to get the hoodie, because I wanted to get the hoodie, so I said I used cash to get the hoodie. So we were going to go upstairs to get the hoodie, but there was a toilet right near the merch stand, so I was like, oh, let me go to the toilet first and change my t-shirt. So Daniela changed her t-shirt as well. When we came out the toilets, about 5 minutes after we left the toilets, Daniela said to me, oh, I forgot my poster. So Daniela ended up getting this t-shirt and this poster. I don't know if you get this, that one. Yeah, that poster. So she's like, oh, I forgot my poster in the bathroom. So she went inside to get it. She had to line back up in the queue. When she came out, she's like, oh, her poster's gone. So I said to her that if I have the money, no, not if I have the money, if the merch stand accepts cash, I'll get it for you. I'll get the poster, because it was only £5, so I was like, I'll just get you a new one. So Daniela went to the seat to go and sit down, and I went upstairs. I had to show them the ticket so she can get in. So I showed them the ticket, and then she went to the seat. She was like, oh, what seat is it? And I told her it's A1 row T. So she went to the seat, I went upstairs. I went upstairs, the guy didn't accept cash either, but he said to me that the merch stand that's inside, but you have to queue outside, they probably accept cash. But if you go there, you can't come back, so you have to go after the show. Because if you go there now, they won't let you back in. So I said, okay, I'll go there. So while I was in the queue, Daniela was texting me. One of the guests came on. I can't pronounce her name, but she came on. Daniela told me she was really good. It starts with an L. So then after the guy told me, oh, if you go to the one at the front, they should have cash, I went back to downstairs. I went to Daniela. Oh, when I went upstairs, when I when I entered the doors, there was this big like billboard thingy-majiggy, I don't know how to pronounce it, and people were taking pictures of near it. There was two girls that when the Jonas Brothers came up, one was on the side of Joe, was it? Yeah, one was on the side of Joe and one was on the side of Nick, and they were kissing it, and it was so funny. I had to stand there for about like 10 minutes because people kept on taking pictures near it, so I had to wait for them to finish because the Jonas Brothers one would come up, and then another ad, and another ad, and another ad, and then the people would have to be really quick to take it. So yeah, back to meeting up with Daniela. So I met with Daniela, we went on the seat. When I got to the seat, they were on break, so the guest finished about like 2 minutes ago. So after that, it was another guy called Jordan. I don't know how to pronounce his surname, so I'm not even going to try, but he was really good. And then after that, it was another break. While it was a break, I went to the toilet, I came back, and then 2 minutes after I came back, it was picture this, and then it was another break, and then the Jonas Brothers came on. So we were at the end of our row, so you got A1, like row number 1 to maybe something, and then you got something to something, so something to 20, I don't know how the numbers went, but it was something like that. And then there was a big like black thing in the middle of us where I was sitting, because I was at the end of the row. Originally I was here, I was at, was it 20? I think originally I was on 22 and she was on 23, but when the people came to sit next to me, I said, oh, can we switch? Because, you know, I have long legs, so I need my space. So I sat on 23. There's a black thing, so then I thought, oh, maybe they're going to come like that to go on the stage. Just before the concert started, there was girls screaming. I was like, oh, why are they screaming like there's nobody on the stage? I don't understand why they're screaming. And I think there was people setting up like cameras and stuff, so that, oh, everybody starts moving to the black thing. So we moved to the black thing, and the guy's like, oh, you can only you can only stand at the black thing if you're at the 3 seats near the end. And we were on 22 and 23, so we were fine. So we stayed there, and they came down this like lift thing, which was a surprise because we thought they were going to come this way, but they did end up going on the back thing sometimes to go to the other stage that was there. But yeah, so they came down, they sang their first song, which was Roller Coaster, and then the concert started. So, 1 second, let me go to the next page, because I've said all of this now. Yeah, I've done all of this as well. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's go to songs now. So they sang all the songs from their Happiness tour, apart from Love Her and Trust. They sang some of their older songs as well. So for example, they sang Burning Up, they sang Paranoid, SOS, and they sang Gotta Find You. Gotta Find You is from Camp Rock. If you know Gotta Find You, you know. Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. Leading up to the day, me and Daniela were talking about songs that we hope they sang. And I said to her, oh, I hope they sing Jello, and I hope they sing Cape by the Ocean. Yeah, Cape by the Ocean, because I really like Jealous and I really like Cape by the Ocean. And I've seen videos of them performing it live, so I'm like, I hope they sing it. And when they did, I was so excited. When they sang Jealous, it was so good because Nick started singing it, and then Joe joined in, and they sang Cape by the Ocean, and it was all good, it was beautiful. When they sang Gotta Find You, I was so surprised, because I wasn't expecting them to sing it, but then they sang it, and I was like, wow. Even Daniela was getting emotional. Daniela was very emotional that day. She was emotional during Gotta Find You, she was emotional singing during Hesitate. I even had to like comfort her and give her like a little pat on the shoulder like this at one point, because she was getting very emotional, and to be honest, so was I. After Nick and Joe sang Jealous, they sang Cape by the Ocean. Oh, this says talk about how there was a green thing. So during Cape by the Ocean, they had one of those floaty things. I do not know what it's called, but it's the things that like to go like this and go like this. They had one of those. I put a picture for you guys, and they had confetti during it. It was really good. And during Hesitate, they had like this I think it's called lanterns things. They had that like going in the sky. A lot of the songs, they would ask people to get their phones and put on the torch, and people would be doing this with their phone. It was a really good concert. And after year 3000, which was really good, by the way, it was their last song, which was Sucker. I had a feeling they were going to leave Sucker to last. I even said to Daniela, they're most likely going to leave Sucker to last, and then they did. So after they ended it. Oh, during Hesitate, Kevin started crying. Like, he wiped his tears during the song. He wiped his tears, and he was fine. And then he started again and did it again. There were some parts where they would be like, oh, this is how Gotta Find You started. They would be like, oh, who's been a fan? Who's the biggest Jonas Brothers fan? And everybody would start screaming. Who drove miles to get tickets? Who's been here since day one? And they would be like, oh, well, for all the OG fans, this one's for you. And then that's how they started singing Gotta Find You. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh my god, they're singing Gotta Find You. It was just... So after the concert, we left and then went downstairs and went to the merch store. We queued up for the merch store, and I got this hoodie, which was £60, which is very expensive for a hoodie, I'm not gonna lie, but definitely worth the money because I'm gonna be wearing it a lot. But it's a very nice hoodie. It says Happiness Tour at the back and has the dates on the sleeves. And then I also got this pop socket, which was £15, and then I got the poster, which was £5 for Daniela, so I got that. And then we went into Tesco's, because near where my dad dropped us, there's a Tesco's, so I was like, oh, let's go to Tesco's, because I was feeling very thirsty. And I also ended up getting a bag, so this is a normal Tesco bag, I picked up that, because in the arena, they did have merch bags, but the merch bag was like £35, so I'm like, no, I'll just go in Tesco's, because I was, the whole time, from me walking to the seat and walking outside the concert, I had to hold it in my hand, because I didn't have a bag. They didn't have any normal bags, as I said, so I'm like, I'm not just going to why am I going to pay £35 just to get a bag? Like, they should have had regular bags, but the only bag they had was the merch bag. So I was like, no, I'll just go Tesco, get a 5p bag, 10p bag, however much it was, and there you go. So then, after that, I called my dad and said that, oh, we're going to be walking to the venue. Not to the venue, to where he dropped us in a bit. So when I got there, I called him, said that we were there. He said that we should walk down, because when we went to the Olympics one, we had to walk down, because he's like, oh, there's too much traffic, so I'm not going to go to where I dropped you. So we walked down, we got in the car. After that, we dropped Danny home, then I went home. For the rest of the day, I was just mostly getting ready to go to bed, because by the time I got home, it was like 11, I think. I think it was 11. It was very late when I got home, so yeah, that's the day. Oh, also, I told my dad that the concert finished at 11, but it actually finished 12:30. I just told him it finished 11 so we could have more time to go to the merch time, but it's fine. So, because the guy told me that it's approximately finishing 10:30 and it finished around 10:28. So, now we're going to get to the questions that some people have asked me, and some of you guys have asked me as well. So this says favourite guest. My favourite guest would have to be Picture Days. I thought the guy, the lead singer, wow. Like during his song, he's like, oh, we have this song that we haven't released yet, and if you guys enjoy it, then when we release it, then make sure you buy it and stuff like that. All of the guests' songs were really emotional. A lot. I was crying. I was not crying, well, tearing up during some of the songs. And then he was doing like this guitar solo, and he was on the floor, and it was just really good. This says favourite ode and new song. Ode would have to be Gotta Find You, because that was just really good, and I wasn't expecting it, so that made it even better. And new would have to be What a Man Gotta Do. When What a Man Gotta Do started, I was like, yes, What a Man. I love the song, and I was hyped from then. Like, well, that's one of my favourite songs from them. So, yeah. Let's go on with the next question. Things that surprised you. Them singing Gotta Find You, definitely. Songs that you've listened to more since the concert. 1, Gotta Find You. 2, Hesitate. 3, Come Back. And 4, Call. A lot of them songs are on my mind now. And now, because of them singing Gotta Find You, now I am going to watch Camp Rock, because I haven't watched Camp Rock in ages. I still listen to the songs, but I haven't like watched the movie, so I'm gonna do that. By the time I upload this, I will most likely have watched it. Next question is things that you wished happened. Okay, so during one of the songs, like before the songs happened, Kevin was on the piano. He came down on the piano. I thought he was gonna sing, but he didn't sing. He was just on the piano during the song. I forgot what song it is, but he was just on the piano. And even after the concert, I was talking to Danny, and I was like, oh, I thought Kevin was going to sing. And she's like, oh, so same as me. I thought he was going to sing, but he didn't end up singing. Like, I love Joe and Nick, don't get me wrong, but I just wish Kevin would sing more. I know he doesn't sing more because his passion is more like guitar and that lot, but I just wish he would sing more because Kevin's voice is just as good as Joe and Nick. So I wish he would sing more. So that's something that I wished happened, and it didn't. Next thing that says, things that happened during the concert that you didn't like. So behind us there were 2 girls, and these girls were very excited. I understand, like, you love the Jonas Brothers and you're excited, and that's fine, but these girls, there was a point where it was just too much. Like, the girls were railing and screaming, and at one point I thought like they were going to hit me in the face, or the girl was going to fall on me, because that's how excited they were. They were just too much. So I wish like the security had said something to them and be like, okay, you're too much, like, can you calm down a bit? Like, even when I was trying to film, the girl's hand was kept on going in the way. I'm like, where's your hand going? I don't understand. Like, at one point, I thought my phone was going to drop. I thought she was going to hit my phone and it was going to drop, and I would have to catch it quickly. But these girls, they gave me a headache. There's other girls that gave me a headache too, not just them. Like, there was points that people were just screaming for nothing. I'm like, there's nobody even there. Like, why are you screaming? Like, there's nobody on stage. Why are you screaming? On the day after, I had a headache. Like, my ears were ringing because of how much they were screaming. I'm like, there's nobody there. You're just screaming to scream. Like, what's the point? I understand you love the Jonas Brothers, but why do you just scream to scream? That makes no sense to me. Okay. Overall thoughts of the concert. I had a great day. I was really happy. I missed the concert. I miss concerts in general because I just love concerts. So now I really miss it. And the last question is songs that you wish they sang but they didn't. Apart from Love Her and what's the one I mentioned earlier? Trust. Apart from those two, I also wish that they sang Introducing Me. I wish they sang that one. But I do wish that they sing it like in the future because I love Introducing Me. That's one of my favourite songs from Camp What 2. I love that song. So now I'm going to say thank you. So I want to say thank you to my dad for getting me the tickets. I want to say thank you to Danny for coming with me. I want to say thank you to the Jonas brothers. I want to say thank you to the O2 Arena because it wasn't for the O2 Arena, they wouldn't have had an area to perform in the first place. They would have to find another one to perform in. So thank you to the O2 Arena. And thank you to God for making this happen, because I believe that God does, how do I say this? God is involved in things happening like this. So he makes a way for these kind of things to happen. So I want to say thank you to God as well. So that is the end of the video. I'm going to stop talking now because I've been talking for a very long time. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button when you don't miss out when I post. I'm definitely going to be going to more concerts in the future, and I'm going to be doing more story times on them and other places that I'm going to. For example, I'm also going to the making of Harry Potter on May the 2nd, so I'm going to do a story time on that, and I might vlog it as well. So if you want to watch that, then please subscribe. If you're new, subscribe as well. I do reviews, I do hauls, I do story time, all kind of lovely things. So yeah, I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye.